Hey guys, my name is Taylor, and today we're going to be talking about how to deal with a bad grade. So I'm going to share. Oop, Okay, so how to deal with a bad grade. So I don't know how much you guys have to deal with this, but I definitely started dealing with this when I got into college because I was pretty much used to studying the night before a test and doing pretty well on it. And that's how I continued. And then when I got into college, I studied the night before, like I usually do, and it didn't work the same. And I got a really bad grade on one test for a class I had. It was physics, and it was the worst grade I've ever gotten, and I was really upset. So I'm going to go through kind of how you deal with bad grades and how you get through it and how you kind of get better. So the first thing is you find out. So basically, I would say just deal with it. Like sometimes you just have to feel the emotion. Like you'll be sad, you'll be upset, you'll be disappointed in yourself. Um, and maybe your parents will be upset. My parents were actually pretty cool with it. They didn't care, but I definitely cared. Um, and then you just have to remember to breathe. Kind of the quote, "This too shall pass." Like at the end of the day, you're not really going to remember that one grade you got in that one test for that one class. Like in the whole aspect of life, that will probably be the last thing on your mind 10 years from now. Um, but I mean, in the moment, it does feel like a really big deal. So I would say, like, clear your head. If you get a bad grade, maybe just go for a walk or do something fun, go out to eat. When I got my bad grade, I was really upset and I like cried and I called my parents. And but then at the end, I was like, all right, I'm going to figure this out later. So I actually went to Buffalo Wild Wings. But yeah, so I would say just clear your head. And then after you're done clearing your head and you've calmed down, I would say kind of go through what went wrong. Like try to analyze, why was this different? So, was it a bad chapter? Like, did you not understand the material? Did you not study enough? Was it that you made a lot of simple mistakes, or were you not getting the big concepts? And were there certain problems? Like, kind of look for patterns. Because usually, if you did mess up pretty bad, it's usually something that you can find quickly right away. Like, for me personally, that one time, I just honestly didn't study enough. And I kind of underestimated what would be on the test. So that was my problem. So I think a good thing for you is just figure out what happened with you, what happened on the test. Next thing I would do is reach out to someone. It's usually hard to kind of build a plan on your own. So it's usually good to have someone that can help you through it. So you can email or meet with a teacher. You can meet with a student that's doing really well. And you can go over the test with either the teacher or the student. And you can also study with a group because that can be helpful. But the thing is, you kind of want to reach out to people who are doing well, who can kind of direct you on where to go from here. And for me personally, I ended up emailing my professor and I was able to sit down and talk with him and discuss like where things went wrong. And then I also met with a student who was doing really well in the class, and I was able to go over the test with him. And so my teacher was able to direct me to like study groups, which was really helpful. So I think a key thing to remember is your teachers are here to help you. So if you're struggling, it's a good idea to talk with them. And I know at times it can be really intimidating, but honestly, that's their whole job is to help you. So definitely reach out. Next thing I would do is make a plan. So you want to continuously do something over a long period of time so you can make significant changes. So either meet with that student who's doing really well or meet with that teacher and like meet with them like I don't know every Thursday or just have like a set date that you can consistently meet. Um, you also want to study longer and study possibly in new ways. So if you studied one way for the test and you did really poorly, then maybe you need to do a different way. Also prepare with others. So sometimes like on certain exams, I would study a certain thing because I thought that would be on the test, but it turns out it wasn't. And other people got it because they studied the right things. So sometimes being with other people and hearing their feedback can help you prepare better. You also want to check your progress. You want to see how you're going along. So, like maybe quizzes are a good way, or you can just honestly ask yourself, like, am I getting this? Is this making a difference? Is this clicking now? Or you can talk to your teacher and they can assess for you how you're doing. So, in the end, just do your best. No one's asking you to be perfect. You don't have to have straight A's or anything. And your grades don't define you. If you get straight A's, at the end of the day, who cares? If you get all F's, well, it is what it is. But I think the point is to do your best. And if you always do your best, you really can't complain. Because if you didn't do your hardest, well, then the only one to blame is you. But if you do your best, well, then you did all you could. And if you end up getting B's, well, you know what? B's are pretty good. And you can't really complain if you always do your best. And that's pretty much it. So I hope you guys can learn from my mistakes and hopefully not have to deal with what I dealt with, and you can better prepare. So have a great rest of your day.